Georgia, as you well know, coming off this very rare home loss to Alabama. We got Kentucky 0-2 in the SEC. I was not even aware of this. Georgia 0-4 ATS. They've not been good against the spread here. We got a huge spread though, minus 20.5. I've seen 21s out there. Over under 48.5. How do you break this game down?
Well, without mentioning last week's game against Alabama that didn't work out very well for me, I will point out that this Georgia team was on my list of teams to fade this summer on this show. You might remember, Andy, I came in here and talked about Kirby Smart losing control over the team, all the off-field issues and the players getting arrested this summer, and a new quarterback. And I think this Georgia team's good, but I don't know if they're win the SEC, win the Natty good. Now they're 1-7 against Alabama. Kirby Smart's record versus Alabama moves to 1-7. They're still 33-1 at home since 2019. This is clearly not the same team as it was with Carson Beck and Brock Bowers a couple years ago. I think they lack the depth on defense and on the line of scrimmage. And quarterback's doing all right. Last week wasn't the best result, but this is a pretty good result. They're playing, a good situation, playing Kentucky at home. And a lot of people might look at last year's game. They won 13-12 at Kentucky in a nail-biter, low-scoring game. You might look at that and say now they're a 20.5-point favorite. This is out of control, but completely different situation. That game last year was a look-ahead spot on the road ahead of the Alabama game. And this year it's back at home after the Alabama game with a pissed off team that got embarrassed last week. I think this Georgia team's going to crush in this game. The last time that Kentucky played at Georgia, they lost by a score of 51-13. I mentioned that I don't think that this Georgia team is as good as it was in previous seasons. I think Kentucky is significantly worse than it was last year, particularly at the quarterback position. I know Brock Vandegrift was disappointing last season, but Calzada's already been benched, and now they got freshman Cutter Boley, who was not impressive last week against South Carolina, throwing for 124 yards and 2 interceptions on 10 of 19 passing. Now he's on the road at Athens. I think he's in trouble. I think Georgia runs away with this one. So I will take Georgia to cover the 20.5 points.
All right, big number, but yeah, as long as it stays below that key number, you're getting the best of the number. Jesse, if this happens to move to 21.5, stay off, or do you think this is just an outright ass kicking?
If it moves past that key number, I would say take the first half, because that won't move through the key number. It's at 11.5 right now, and I've got a free pick up on the site. It's not going to go past 13.5. So as long as it's under 14 for the first half, go that route.